look, I have different ways that I look at kind of like nutrition. My main thing with nutrition that's become quite apparent is that I've really liked having theme days, which makes things a lot easier from the design aspect of nutrition, because designing meal plans for people is very tough, because we're all so busy and we're out and about and we're doing different things, and you just never know where you're going to be, and that nutrition is going to be available to you. So I live by, and I try and teach by, more rules and protocols rather than set in stone meal plans. So Monday, for instance, could be a kind of like a vegetarian day. Tuesday could be a pescatarian day. Wednesday, vegan Wednesday. Thursday is white meat Thursday. Red meat kind of like Friday. The weekends, I try and kind of like go, well, they're someone's own, and you own it, and you can kind of like and do what you kind of like you like. So that's the way that I like the nutritional structure to be on those theme days, and then breaking it down into how often you eat. Then, especially on a film set, it's nice to have that kind of like comfort feeling that you're going to get something every couple of hours. So I always have something on kind of like standby, whether it's a kind of like a snack or whether it's a kind of like a brunch size kind of like meal. I like to kind of like make sure that that an actor is feeling as if they're going to get something every couple of hours, so that they're feeling that fulfillment. Also bringing into kind of like the hydration of that as well. I kind of like my thing on hydration is, a liquid's a liquid. To hydrate, it doesn't have to be purely kind of like water all the time. I kind of like try and have an anti-inflammatory kind of like tea around. That's what I like to kind of like do with things like turmeric, ginger. That's kind of like where I kind of like head out. So I like to kind of like think anti-inflammatory theme days. Then it becomes more scientific, because you have to then look at the macro breakdown. So looking at kind of like what somebody is trying to achieve, whether they're trying to kind of like maybe kind of like cultivate some muscle tissue, or maybe they're trying to kind of like get rid of a little bit of kind of like fat. Depends on the macro mix. More carbohydrate, a little bit more energy. If I'm trying to repair muscle tissue and make something grow, then I kind of like up the kind of like the protein. Good fats is always, you always put in kind of like all the kind of like the good fats again. Good energy source, kind of like helps with kind of like cellular kind of like development. So nutrition is 60-70% of everything, and then once you start kind of like thinking about the theme days, anti-inflammatory, the macros, then you have to think about what's going to happen in the evening once we start to think about going to sleep. What do we need in our stomachs to aid repair, or to kind of like to store energy? That's going to give you that energy for the next day, or that's going to repair that muscle tissue so that you can use it then again. Which again becomes a little bit more specific as we then will start to break down different kinds of proteins. So for instance, just brushing across it, maybe using a casein based protein in the evenings before you sleep is great, because it congeals in the stomach and it has a slow release and helps you kind of like repair. So nutrition is it's very objective, and you have to listen to the person intently of how they would like to eat. It's not how I would like you to eat, it's how they would like to eat, and then tailoring it and making it kind of like good and sustainable for them.
Great.